Oh, big up to everybody. Hello, welcome back to the Michael Talks Football channel. We are less than 24 hours away from the grandest stage of world football, the Champions League final. Can't believe I was going to say Champions League football. Champions League final. This is a big one. This is a personal one for me. Real Madrid have gone through the gauntlet. It seems like destiny's for them winning this Champions League. While for Liverpool, they have played every single match possible this year. Every single one. Over 60 games these guys have played. So, what the heck is going to happen tomorrow? Are we in for one of the classic where you're going to think about it for 2 decades, 3 decades? You're going to remember 2022 Champions League final between two historic clubs when it comes to European football. I can't wait. I'm a nervous wreck. I'm excited. I don't know what to feel. And we're only 24 hours away. I don't know what to feel like right now. I just don't. I just want to win so badly as a Liverpool fan. I don't know. Obviously, Real Madrid fans want to win so badly as well. We have a lot of narratives to discuss about, guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go. I got like a presentation. Welcome to school, guys. If you haven't gone to school yet, welcome to school. I'm gonna show you a little bit of presentation. We're gonna discuss a little about a couple talking points. Then we're gonna discuss about lineups, and then we'll just discuss about tactical things and that sort of stuff. We're gonna be here for about hour and a half, right? I don't want to discuss too much because I'm just nervous. I can't lie. I wish I was confident for this game. I was confident when the final matchup was determined, but now it's 50-50. Maybe Liverpool are the slight favorites because I think overall this season they have been the better team, but it just seems like every time you try and land a knockout blow against Real Madrid, they come back. Even a Mike Tyson uppercut couldn't work against these guys. They'll still come back. Vinicius, Rodrigo, Camavinga, these guys all just step up in the big moments. So big up to everybody. We're going to discuss about a few talking points, and then we're going to I'll give you my lineups for both teams. So big up to everybody. Big up to Eddie's Football Waffle, guys. Remember to go check out Eddie's Football Waffle, of course. Big up, Michael. Hit the free like button. Exactly, guys. Hit the free like button. It's free. It's free. Big up to Eddie, man. Big up to Sebastian. Big up to Nicola. Big up to Mateo Fonseca Perez. Que pasó? Que pasó? Big up to Ankit, man. Big up to Ankit, man. Always nice to see Ankit around here. Big up to Patrick. It's the biggest game of the season. Exactly. Big up to Zane. Hi, Mike. Hello to you as well. Big up to JVM Football. Big up to you, man. Big up to Ilias, my guys. Always. Big up to ZJDH. There's news coming from Football Italia. Ivan Perisic. Yep, that's a great signing for Spurs. If that does happen, nice to see. Yeah, hopefully they're fit. Real Madrid dub, says Mateo, and Alisson will turn to prime. Okay, let's not talk about that. And is Thiago fit? Balkan Warrior, I have no clue. And I don't think even Thiago or Klopp knows. Maybe they know in the back of their heads that can he play for 90 minutes? Highly doubt it. Can he play for 60 minutes? Maybe. But we've seen in the past decade when in Champions League finals, you risk a player, Diego Costa, remember that in 2014 final? Played for 7 minutes, ran off the pitch. Harry Kane, 2019 final, did not look like the Harry Kane. So there's an element, do you want to risk Thiago in this final? Because he's not, if he knows in the back of his head, I'm not fully fit and I don't want to be a detriment to the team, don't play him then. For me, I will not play him. I will not play him. If it's I think it's a hamstring or Achilles, that you're not going to recover in a week. Let me just tell you that. You're not going to recover in a week. So I think it's just best keep it on the bench. If it goes to extra time, okay, then he can come on 30 minutes, bring on fresh legs that he has, and also his passing ability. Bring him on for extra time. But I will not start Thiago in this match for the high intensity it's going to be. And I think Sofo Benyo is back in training. Yeah, it looks like he is. And one question is Kane going to Liverpool? Actual rumor? I don't know about that. And big up to okay. Big up, hello. All right, guys. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Football heritage. That's why the title on the video is Heritage Final. Real Madrid, 13. Oof, 13. Lucky 13 Champions League trophies in their club's history. The most decorated team in European football, without a doubt. That's why I was shocked when Mbappe rejected them, but money is money. Real Madrid are just the class of European football. They are. Whether you love them or you hate them, you have to just respect them. You have to. 13 times is no joke. Look at the players that have played for them, from Zidane, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Luis Figo, all of these players, man. I can just go on and on about Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my God, the players that have played for Real Madrid, the Galacticos, and now in a new generation, a new rebuild, and yet still they're making semifinals and a final of the Champions League. You have to tip your hat and say Real Madrid are just the most historic club in European football. Nobody can deny it. Are they going to win a 14th and double the amount AC Milan have tomorrow? All will be found out tomorrow. And Liverpool, of course, the most decorated English side in European football. 6-time Champions League finals. 6-time. This is it. They can go past Bayern Munich. They can equal AC Milan for the same amount of Champions League trophies tomorrow. Look, guys, we have two historic European clubs here, and that's what makes it even better, man. Obviously, it's awesome when a new team wins, but when you get two historic clubs like this with huge fan bases around the world, everybody respects them. I think the opponents respect each other. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome to see this tomorrow. All right, let me bring you back to 1981. And why is this significant? All right. 1981 was the last time Real Madrid lost a Champions League final. Yes, that is correct. 1981. Insane. Absolutely insane stat. The opponent they lost to, Liverpool. The location, Paris. That's what makes it funny. Alan Kennedy scored, I think, in the 80th minute or something like that. The left back for Liverpool, the unsung hero for that final. Real Madrid had a great team then as well. And wow, 1981. They have won every single final they have been since then. Every single final. Can you imagine that? I wish my club could do that. My God. When it comes to finals, Real Madrid win them. Let's see if Liverpool can defeat that tomorrow. But that was the last one. Obviously, this was the second last final these teams played against each other because this was the last one. 2018. The infamous Karius match. The infamous. Actually, what do you guys think? Is Gareth Bale's goal the bicycle kick goal? Of course, not the one that Karius fumbled. Is this the greatest goal we have ever seen in Champions League final history? Obviously, Zidane's volley against Bayer Leverkusen might be better, in my opinion. Just the technique and the way he just saw the ball and just absolutely executed to perfection. But tip your hat off to Gareth Bale. He came off the bench. I think it was only a couple minutes later. He scored this ridiculous goal. Oh my God. So this is the revenge that Liverpool fans have been talking about. The players have been talking about. Obviously, these two teams faced each other last season in the Champions League quarterfinals. Real Madrid went through in the end, but in a final, this was the last time these two teams met each other. And Liverpool were not favorites. Real Madrid were going for a 3P. Liverpool were making their first Champions League final appearance in over a decade. And it was a good game. And then Karius happened. But I think overall, Real Madrid deserved to win the game. They were a much better side. Obviously, the infamous Salah and Ramos incident. So this was the last time they played against each other in the final. And my God, if we see a goal like this tomorrow from either side, maybe even Bale. Imagine if Bale scores tomorrow. Oh my God, I will not stream then if Gareth Bale scores. But look, this was an insane goal. And then obviously minutes later, or it wasn't minutes later, but then Bale had a long shot, and then Karius ended his career. He ended his career right there, basically. Oh, such a shame to end your career like that, but sometimes it happens. Okay, is asking, when is the Champions League final? What channel is it? Thank you. It's tomorrow night, 8 p.m. UK time, and I'm pretty sure it's on BT Sport. I'm pretty sure. Sin Lewis, thank you for tuning in. He says Real Madrid are gonna win. Let's see. I think, yeah, it's fake. Okay, yep, it's tomorrow is the final. No, they got 7. They got 7 Champions Leagues. I'm Sebastian. I'm doing this by myself, buddy. I'm sorry, man. Hala Madrid for tomorrow, says ANN. Hey, man. Wait, was it a Thomas Tuchel? Hey, man, I bet every Premier League side is against Liverpool, and as they should be, man. They don't want to see another Premier League side winning the Champions League. Mateo's España. If Liverpool win on Sunday, they will be the joint most successful European side with AC Milan. Exactly. Mount Boris Mitayatka. Liverpool, Thiago and Fabinho travel with the squad. Yep, Liverpool versus Real Madrid from 2018. Van Dijk versus Benzema is the best battle, and there are others. We're going to discuss about the battles. So Mateo is saying Zidane, this Bale goal was not Carey's fault. The other one was. Oh, yeah, of course. We all know that. Sebastian, big up to Albert. The spirit of Cristiano will take Madrid all the way. No, he was at fault for the first goal, of course, from the Benzema, where he literally threw it onto the feet of Benzema. And then the third goal where he absolutely just, I don't know what he was doing on it. Without Cristiano, still successful in club history. Yep, exactly. Eden Hazard, no, it's not going to happen. If Liverpool are so confident winning, they should. Albert, I love you, man. I love you. SSB28, yo, what's up, man? How are you doing? How are you doing? And I don't know who to pick, but I'm going to stick with Real. Yeah, guys, just save your predictions. I haven't asked for your predictions yet. We're going to get to there. All right. Let's talk about the two managers. Let's talk about it. Klopp, he's going for his second Champions League trophy. This is his fourth final, excuse me. He's lost two, one with Dortmund, one with Liverpool, and obviously one in 2019. And Carlo Ancelotti is trying to become the first ever manager to win 4 Champions League trophies. One manager, you could say, tactically is much better, while Carlo Ancelotti has an old school approach. Get the best out of your best players. And that's what's great about Carlo Ancelotti. You can criticize him with his tactics and all that sort of stuff, but recently it's gone better. They're beating the press much better. Their counterattack is absolutely deadly. Man smoking cigars. Carlo Ancelotti is loving life. And now he can win his 4th Champions League trophy. And he will go down as one of the greatest managers ever. No doubt about that. So, this is a fascinating matchup, right? In recent times, Carlo Ancelotti has gone, you could say, the better of Klopp. Obviously, Everton last season, 1 win for Ancelotti and a draw. So, it's an interesting balance going on here between these two managers. And we know they're both going to go down as historic managers when they end their career. But wow, oh wow. It is a fascinating matchup between these two sides. Because right now you would say Klopp is obviously the better manager. But career-wise, Ancelotti is better. Even though he's had some amazing teams at his disposal. You look at the Milan side, he managed to Champions League trophies. You look at the Real Madrid side from 13-14. Obviously, this Real Madrid side isn't, I would say, the greatest, but still, it's amazing what Carlo's able to do. And people can say, "Oh, look at him, this and that." You know, he's not the greatest tactically. Hey, you know what he does? He gets teams to Champions League finals, and he wins them, and that's the most important thing. All right, let's look at the first matchup: Trent versus Vinny. One of the best right backs in the world against one of the most, I would say, the most improved player in all of Europe this season. People can criticize Trent's defending. I try and defend him as much as I can. I would say he's gotten better at defending. Is he world-class defending? No, but he has gotten better. While for Vinicius Jr., I mean, Carlo Ancelotti has completely changed him this season. I don't know if it's a confidence thing, a psychological thing, or what it is with Vinicius Jr. The guy looks amazing. Scoring, sometimes his finishing isn't the greatest, but my God, it's still great. Crossing, assists, everything, his dribbling, his pace. For me, this is the best matchup tomorrow. We can talk about Van Dijk versus Benzema. You can talk about Carvajal versus Diaz. You can talk about Modric. Unfortunately, he was going to go up against Thiago. That's not probably going to happen, in my opinion. You could have talked about that. You can talk about other matchups. But for me, I think this is the creme de la creme. This is the best matchup we will see. How will Liverpool deal with Vinny? With his pace, with his dribbling, the way he can get in behind. Remember last season in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, that pass that Toni Kroos put on a dime on a dime for Vinny, and he scored 2 goals against Liverpool in that first leg, and it was enough for Real Madrid to advance to the semifinals. Trent's got to be on his A game. If he can put up a similar performance he did in the League Cup final, Trent will be fine. But we know at times Trent switches off. He just switches off. I don't know why he does. You cannot switch off tomorrow. I don't think he will, but if he does, Real Madrid will punish you, and especially Vinicius Jr., because the guy is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So this, for me, this is the best matchup. I'm super excited to see what happens between these two players. Obviously, how's Vinny going to deal with Trent as well? Because we know how much Trent loves to go forward. Will Vinny backtrack? Because most of the time, when you watch Real Madrid play, Vinicius Jr. is just staying up there. He's literally just waiting for the counterattack to happen. And then he's like, oh, here's the ball. Let me start dribbling. So Vinny's got to work hard as well. You know, Toni Kroos, while he's a wonderful footballer, he does not have the legs to cover that much ground. So Vinicius Jr. is also going to have to work and be worried about Trent's attacking prowess. So that's what also makes this fascinating tomorrow. And you know what? Big up to the two goalkeepers. And we could probably say the two best goalkeepers in the world at the moment. I don't see anybody talking about the goalkeepers that much. Alisson versus Thibaut Courtois. You guys let me know in the chat. Are these the two best goalkeepers in the world right now? Maybe you could say that because they're in the Champions League final. But generally, I think they have been the best two goalkeepers this season. Yes, you can say Ederson, but look, I mean, I just don't think Ederson can compare with these two guys. On the feet, okay, no doubt about it. But these two goalkeepers, if you want to talk about an actual goalkeeper who actually makes saves and does the goalkeeper position correctly, it's these two guys. It's funny. I would say Thibaut Courtois is the better shot stopper, but Alisson is the better one-on-one goalkeeper. When there's a one-on-one chance, I trust Alisson. When there's any sort of shot, Thibaut Courtois. Who's better on the feed? Alisson. Courtois looks a little bit clumsy because he's tall as heck. He's a very tall man. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So, who will come out as the best goalkeeper in the world? They're going to have to have big games. I think there's going to be a lot of chances in this. And these two might shine on the day. They might. You know, nobody ever talks about the goalkeepers ending into the game. But I think these two are massively, I would say, you know, because we don't talk a lot about goalkeepers nowadays. We only talk about goalkeepers when they do a mistake or something like that. But you have to praise them when they're great. And these two have been great. Alongside Magnan, of course. You can think of, well, I would say Neuer, but he's at the end of his career slowly but surely. But still, Neuer will go down as the greatest goalkeeper, in my opinion, in history. You can talk about Ederson. Edouard Mendy was fantastic in the AFCON. Ever since that, it hasn't been the same. So we're looking at tomorrow's final involving the two best goalkeepers in the world at the moment. And it's going to be awesome. Will they shine on the day? Big up to Adam Aziz. We're getting to that. Tomorrow, the whole La Liga will support Liverpool and the whole Prem will support Real Madrid. Exactly. Okay, says Alfredo Di Stefano won 5 Champions League in his first 5 years and 4 Champions Leagues in 2001. Big up to Mish. Hey, Mike, back to my normal routine after seeing my family in London. Oh, nice, man. Nice to see. Hope you're all well. Thiago and Fabinho training with the team today. Yep. And Zidane's goal versus Bayern. Oh, yeah. Bayer Leverkusen. Nicholas says Liverpool 4 UCLs. Jeez. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Ancelotti. This is Real Madrid. This means more. Yep, exactly. Kyllä mä katon sen, mutta mä en oikeasti kiinnosta. It's ice hockey, guys. It's the Ice Hockey World Championship semifinal between USA and Finland. Liverpool will be Carlo Ancelotti's cigar. Let's hope. I don't know, man. How long did Jurgen Klopp and Carlo Ancelotti been a manager for both Real Madrid and Liverpool? Well, Klopp came in 15-16, and this is Ancelotti's first season. Obviously, you know, he was back in 13-14 when they won the Champions League, but this is his first season in his second spell as Real Madrid manager. Hazard to score the winner tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what world we're living in if that happens. I want Liverpool to win, but there's something about this Madrid side. They just won't. They just win finals, and Madrid won versus PSG, Chelsea, City. But I'm going to stick with Liverpool. Ancelotti going to give Liverpool the stare and get in their heads. We need Konate to start because of Vinny's Junior's pace. We'll see about that. I'm going to get to the lineups. So I'm going to get to the lineups. Don't worry, people. Okay, well, that's not going to happen. Blake, Alisson versus Courtois. Yep, just talked about Luis Diaz will score the winner, to be honest. Getafe forever. I hope that happens, man, because I absolutely love Luis Diaz. I absolutely love him. Big up to 8744. How you doing? Do a combined 11. I might do that at the end as well. And third best, Magnan. Yep, yeah. You got to add Magnan there, of course. And I think Liverpool have slightly better defense. Well, we're gonna get to the teams and the lineups, and we're gonna discuss about that. I'm just going through some narratives and stuff like that first, people. All right, so Mo Salah and this
got Kareem the Dream.
Kareem the Dream. Remember, guys, hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We are 20 likes, so if we can get to 30 likes, that would be fantastic. And obviously share the stream and do all that sort of great stuff that you wonderful people do, as always. And big up to everybody. We hit 3,000 subscribers yesterday. I can't thank you guys enough, man. It's been an awesome journey. It's only been a year, and we're going to do this many, many years, hopefully. Hopefully we'll do this for many years, and we just discuss about the beautiful game. And that's the whole point of this channel. I don't do this for money. I do this as a hobby and a love for the game. But which one should we talk about first? I want to talk about Kareem. I honestly thought this guy was not the greatest back in 2018. I couldn't believe it. The way Kareem the Dream Benzema has completely changed his career. And he is having one of the greatest seasons. Unbelievable stats. Unbelievable player. It's not even just the goals, but it's the vital goals, the clutch moments he comes up. I mean, his movement off the ball, his late runs into the box. Kareem Benzema is one of the most highly sophisticated players as well. He just knows when to make an intelligent run into the box. And I have to say, I was completely dead wrong back in 2018 because I said I was talking to one of my friends, and he was like, "Bro, I still believe in Benzema. I still believe in Benzema." I was like, "What are you doing, bro? What? This guy misses open sitters and all this sort of stuff. What are you talking about?" Well, this season, he has made me shut up, and you can only just say it's a Ballon d'Or performance of a season. He better win that Ballon d'Or, even if Real Madrid lose tomorrow. Kareem Benzema deserves the Ballon d'Or. What is it now? 9 out of 11. I don't know. Some crazy stat. More than like 75% of Real Madrid's goals in the knockout stage of the Champions League this season have been scored by Kareem Benzema. Unbelievable. The guy is actually ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. So, how are Liverpool going to stop him? We'll discuss about if they can actually stop Kareem Benzema. Well, let's talk about Salah. He wanted Real Madrid. He wanted these guys. Remember, he said those comments. I love Salah, but sometimes he opens his mouth a little bit too much. I mean, let's be honest here. As much as I love Salah, one of my favorite players of all time, I have his jersey. He has not been good. He's been okay since the AFCON. He's put some disastrous performances where I was not even knowing he was on the pitch. He's talked a big game. Real Madrid players have even talked about, the comments he made. They said, all right, you want Real Madrid? We'll show you Real Madrid tomorrow. Carvajal, I think, said that or something like that. Salah better put in a good performance tomorrow. There is no excuses from him. There is no excuses. You need to give at least an 8 out of 10 performance. You want that contract. This is your chance, Salah. Show up in the biggest moment possible. Tomorrow it is. I'm hoping that goal against Wolves has given some confidence. He's looked a little bit leggy, coming back from a little bit of a break. He will be fresh tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. I need Salah to put in a performance of the ages. He needs to show up. Because if he doesn't and Liverpool lose, a lot of fans are going to be pissed off. And a lot of the rival fans are going to troll him a lot. It's just inevitable with social media nowadays. This is a big game for Salah. He cannot be so selfish. He cannot. If he's selfish and just thinks about himself over the team, he's going to lose a lot of fans as well. I don't think that will happen. But my God, if it does. Because it looks like Sadio Mane is going to Bayern Munich. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it's looking like it. So Salah against Benzema. Overall this season, no doubt it's been Benzema the better player. But Salah needs to perform tomorrow. And I know Benzema will perform tomorrow. The guy comes up in clutch moments. Salah needs to do the same thing tomorrow. Show up, Salah. Just show up, man. All right, guys. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. That was a little bit of a preview. Thank you very much, Sebastian, for your kind comments. Thank you very much. Real Madrid versus Liverpool, extra time and go to penalty shootout, and Alisson makes the save. Last penalty shootout. Benzema will still score unless Konate bullies him. Benzema. What about the referee? I actually have no clue who the referee is tomorrow. Let me check. Let me check who's the referee tomorrow. Let me see that. I don't even know who it is. Let me quickly check who is the referee. Well, he said ain't going to be no English ref, so we're good there, people. We're at least good there. It's Clement Turpin. Clement Turpin. Oh, yeah, I remember this guy. I think has he done a couple of Champions League finals? He refereed the Europa League final last season. Yeah, okay. He's actually quite a decent referee. So, hopefully he does well. Vaikka se on vain jääkiekko, niin kuitenkin pakko katsoa kaikki Suomen pelit. Kyllä, mä tiedän. Mä vain vitsailen vähän, niin I have to watch it, bro. Salah goes to an AFCON and FA Cup, needs to show up tomorrow. I mean, facts, Elias, man. He needs to show up. I cannot have a performance where Salah gives it 4 out of 10. Because if that happens, and he wants that new contract, what, 300-something thousand a week? What's the point, man? I think he's got 1 goal in finals for Liverpool. 1 goal. And that was the penalty against Spurs in the Champions League final. I know that, the last 2018, but I just hope for him, man. Really excited for the game tomorrow. Big up to Hans. Hopefully it will be an entertaining game. Hans, I think it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be great for the neutrals. For Liverpool and Real Madrid fans, it might be a heartbreak for one of the teams. Google says that the winning percentage is 47% for Liverpool, 26% for a draw, 27% for Madrid. Damn. Van Dijk. Oh, yes. It's going to be interesting. And it's a French referee. Yes, exactly. Ashal, thank you for tuning in. What do you make of Paul Pogba and Tchouameni means that PSG has the best roster in the continent? Well, I don't know if those transfers are going to even happen. But didn't we think that PSG had the best roster last season? And they still can't win a Champions League. They still cannot do it. But remember, guys, hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Let's get to the lineups. Can you guys see that? Let me know in the comments if you can see that. Or if I need to zoom in. Let me know in the comments if you guys can see that, or do I need to zoom in on each team? Let me know that. Let me know that before I continue. I can see that? All right, good. Okay. Let me start with Real Madrid. I think the back four pretty much pick itself. Alaba was a little bit of a doubt for the game, but he will play, I think. There's no doubt about that. So Courtois, Young Tech, can you see it, or do I need to zoom in a bit more? I guess most of you guys can see it. I can zoom in a little bit more if you want me to. I can zoom in a little bit more if that's a little bit better for you guys. That better? That's pretty good. Okay. So Courtois is in goal. No doubt about that. Okay. No doubt about that. Carvajal right back. No doubt about that. Militao, Alaba, 2 center backs. Yep. Alaba he's been a bit, had an injury a little bit, but he will be fine. Mendy, left back. No doubt about that. Casemiro, Modric, Cruz. The inevitable, man. These guys just keep getting better. It's Toni Kroos, even though he doesn't have the legs, man. We're going to talk about Toni Kroos. All right, Vinicius Jr. left wing. Okay, cool. Benzema striker. We all know. And I think it's going to be Valverde right wing. Now, you guys might say Rodrigo. Why do I pick Valverde? With the way Robertson gets forward, I think it's imperative that Ancelotti starts Valverde. Because he knows. Valverde, man, I read an astonishing stat yesterday or a couple of days ago. The guy ran 15 kilometers against Man City in the second leg. 15 kilometers. Are you kidding me? Valverde, I mean, the guy has lungs of steel. He can just keep on going and going and going. It's absolutely magnificent to watch Valverde and the cardio this guy has. And I think just with his defensive work, and he can help Carvajal because we know Diaz is going to be a problem for Carvajal. I think it's important that Valverde starts in this game. And then look, we've seen it many times. When Rodrigo comes off the bench, he is an absolute impact sub. An absolute impact sub. So I think it's important that Valverde starts in the game for Real Madrid. I'm not even trying to say that because, is he better going forward than Rodrigo? Of course not. But I just think for the overall game, I think it's important that Valverde starts. So that is my lineup for Real Madrid. I think that's what it's going to be at least. For Liverpool, Alisson in goal, of course. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Robertson left back. Okay, now that obviously Virgil van Dijk is going to start. All right, cool. Matip. I think it's going to be Matip. I think Matip is just, yes, he's not quick as Konate. Yes, he's not as physical as Konate. But I just think he's just has a higher football IQ. He has a great partnership with Virgil van Dijk. And you know what? I've been thinking about this, right? In 2019, after Liverpool took the 1-0 lead, they sat back a little bit. They allowed, Spurs a bit more of the ball and dictate play. And Matip and Virgil van Dijk were fine in that game. I wonder if Klopp is going to do the same thing. I just wonder. Or is he going to try and kill off Real Madrid in like the first half or in the first 60 minutes? Because we've seen Real Madrid with their comeback. So I think it's going to be Matip. I just think the partnership between the two is good. Konate is great, right? I think he's going to become a fantastic center back. Is this too big of a moment for him? He's going back to his hometown of Paris. He's going to have a huge crowd there, all of his family and that sort of stuff. I wonder if that's just going to play in his head. So I would just start Matip, in my opinion. Yes, you can say, okay, maybe Konate for Vinicius Jr.'s pace. But look, maybe Matip and Virgil van Dijk played the offside trap really well, and he's offside most of the time. That could be a possibility too. So I would start Matip. That's just my point of view. You guys let me know in the chat as well. Who would you start at center back? Matip or Konate? Because we know Virgil van Dijk's going to start. The three in the midfield, I think it's going to be Fabinho. I think he'll start. I don't know how long he's going to play, but he's going to start. Henderson and Keita. I just don't think Thiago's going to start. I just don't. You could literally get an injury a week before. I don't see it happening. I trust me. I want Thiago to play, guys. I want him to start. I want him to give me a good 60 minutes. I don't see it happening. If I'm Klopp, don't risk it. Because what if it gets worse and then he's out for 9 months? What's the point? What's the point? So, look, if it gets into the extra time, cool. You can bring him on for 30 minutes. So this would be my midfield for Liverpool. The three forwards, they pick themselves. Diaz, Salah, and could this be Sadio Mane's last game for Liverpool? I don't even want to say those words. I don't even want to say those words about Sadio Mane, man. Oh, one of my favorite Liverpool players of all time. A hero, a legend. Could this be his last game? Massive rumors going to Bayern. He said, you know what, about contract talks? We'll discuss about them later. So this is my two predicted lineups for both teams. Do you guys give me a thumbs up if you agree that this will be both of the lineups? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you think this will be both of the lineups. I think so. I just think Valverde is going to start ahead of Rodrigo. That's just my opinion. This game is, yep. Of course I remember. They didn't cheat, but it is what it is. Yep. Okay, you guys can see it. No, why so negative about PSG? Because they have the best roster on paper, but they didn't do well. And I don't think Tchouaméni and Pogba are going to both go there. I think Tchouaméni is going to go Real Madrid. It looks like Big up to Adam. As an Egyptian, I'm going through pain low. I'm also Al Halil. We suck in the league. CAF Champions League final is going rigged, and all those Egypt moments this year. So Salah, please perform. Oh man, I hope this year, Adam Aziz, I hope your club team Al Halil get better, man. I know the pain. That was me with Liverpool for many years. Konate and Virgil has started the most Champions League games as center backs. Diaz is going to cook Carvajal. How do I become a football fan? Hey, man, you just got to enjoy. You just got to enjoy Liverpool. Just got to enjoy Liverpool and football in general. Michael, what would you do if Ancelotti subs on Mariano to score the winner in the 90th minute? Bro, if Mariano or Hazard or Bale score the winner, I'm not going to do a reaction. I'm just not. Fabinho is fully fit 100%. Marcelo's last game could be. How long did Sadio Mane play for Liverpool? 16-17 season he came. Advite, thanks for tuning in. Finals postponed as Paris Stadium is put under upgrade since it's too small for Mbappe's ego. Well, they're playing at the National Stadium. It's not the PSG Stadium. And he 16-17. Big up to Adnan, bro. I'd go with Matip. He helps him build up a lot too. Fantastic point as well. If Real Madrid are going to try and press, Matip is a lot better with his passing ability and dribbling, because we have seen a couple times the guy just goes on a little run and he goes into the opponent's box. So I just think, for me, I just think Matip is going to start the final. Konate's the future. Don't worry, Liverpool fans. He's the future. But Matip is going to start this final. I know Sebastian said that, Konate and Van Dijk have played the most games with each other in the Champions League. All right, that's because Matip then played on the weekend in the Premier League. They definitely did much better. Look, Matip has barely been injured this season, barely, because they've actually managed him that well. So I agree, Adnan. I think it's going to definitely be Matip. I think it's going to definitely PSG offering more money to Monaco than Real Madrid. Hey, let's see what happens. Ashral, I'm not going to talk about transfers today, bro. This is all Champions League final. Sorry. Imagine fans from 2018 see this lineup. Yeah, exactly, Kirsty. Imagine if Madrid wins, they also own Paris. Exactly. Matip looks unlikely. Hasn't Konate started both finals? Did he start the League Cup final? Yeah, he did. Look, Advai, I think this is the biggest question mark when it comes to Liverpool. Is Thiago going to play? And then who's going to start center back next to Virgil van Dijk? I think these are the two biggest question marks for Liverpool. And the only question mark for Real Madrid, is it going to be Rodrigo or Valverde? And I think, hands down, Valverde is going to start. Hands down. So when you look at the benches for both teams, I mean, Real Madrid have been using their subs really well. And Ancelotti is very, very smart, right? He's been involved with football for so goddamn long that he understands which position. Because Real Madrid, they just make sub for sub, right? Kroos off, Camavinga in. Valverde off, or Modric, or whichever the midfielders, you can then bring Valverde into the midfield, Rodrigo right wing. Okay, if Mendy's having an injury, Marcelo. So I just think that Ancelotti knows his subs much more. He knows what he's going to do. If the game is going wrong or if the game's going right, he knows which subs to make. And I think for Klopp, it's with the game, right? He look at which attackers not being the impact player on the field on the day, and then he makes the substitution. Or if it's a midfielder, or if Robertson's looking leggy. That's kind of how Klopp deals with his substitutes nowadays, in my opinion. I just think Ancelotti does like for like, while for Klopp, he's in the moment of the game. We could see a moment where Diaz comes off, Jota down the middle, Mane then goes left wing. So who do you guys think has the better bench? I would say Liverpool, but man, Camavinga's a baller. I can't lie. Camavinga's an absolute baller. He's been the difference maker for them in some games. And of course, Rodrigo. Of course, Rodrigo, man. The guy has scored how many winning goals now in the Champions League, or crucial goals? Chelsea, obviously 2 goals against Man City. He's been clutch for them, Rodrigo. Absolutely clutch. So it's going to be interesting to see. Do you see Camavinga playing in the second half against Liverpool? I can definitely see it, Ashal. Toni Kroos, as much as I love the player and as much as a technically gifted player he is, he cannot last more than 60 minutes in this game. He just doesn't have the legs. He just doesn't have the condition anymore to play such a long game. So I think Kroos will come off, and then Camavinga will replace him. No doubt about that. I know you're a Liverpool. Can you explain statistically how Henderson plays for Liverpool? Well, I mean, Advi, I can't give you stats right now because I can't give you on top of my head. But Henderson, you guys can say, oh, he's not a great footballer and this sort of stuff. He doesn't look sexy in the eye. I don't rate him that highly, but you know what? There's something about leadership. Did everybody see Zlatan's leadership and his full-time speech after Milan won the Scudetto? You need those sort of characters in the changing room. And that's what Jordan Henderson brings. He brings the leadership. He understands if the situation's going bad. He reads the game well because he does a lot of work for Trent, especially on that right side. Beginning of the season, that right side with Trent, Henderson, and Salah was absolutely deadly. So you can say, oh, he's not the greatest footballer and that sort of stuff, but I just think there's something about leadership and knowing how to dictate a game, and Henderson does that well. Adnan says, who is your first attacker off the bench for Liverpool? Jota, Firmino. It sucks that Origi is injured. Yeah, man. We don't get to see Origi ever play again, Adnan, man. Ugh. Big up to Divock Origi. What a legend, and I hope he does very well at AC Milan. AC Milan take care of him, and I know they will, and he's going to become maybe an AC Milan legend if he keeps scoring on these clutch goals. And for me, I mean, look, it depends on how the game goes. If Diaz is not looking good, I think then Jota comes on. If we need somebody more who can control the ball in the midfield, I think you bring Firmino on who can drop a little bit deeper and receive the ball. So I think it just depends on how the game goes. It's a bit difficult to say that at the moment. I mean, look, Bobby, he hasn't looked the greatest this season, but maybe he has one giant moment ahead. Let's see about that. Liverpool has the better bench. I would play Johnny Sins instead of Benzema. Heard he's an excellent finisher. Oh, God. Oh, God, Adivai. Oh, my God. Liverpool have the better bench. All right. He also scored against Inter. Could Origi come in clutch? No, unfortunately not. He's injured. Conte is given 150 million for this summer window, plus the money they got from qualifying. Yeah, man. Eric, big up to Eric C. He's gonna say this every time we come in here. Let's see about that. Hans says, I'm really interested in tactics. Do you think Liverpool have more ball possession? Yes. Real only hopes for counterattacks. I don't think they only hope for it, but I think that's the majority of the way that they're going to really hurt this Liverpool attack defense. I think Real Madrid have been so good. Obviously, I haven't seen all the Real Madrid games, right? I've probably seen 10 to 20 Real Madrid games. They have been really good out of possession, right? When they counterattack quickly, you get Modric on the ball, you get Cruz who can find a pass from anything, you get Benzema dropping deep, you're making Vinny make runs in behind. So I think Real will definitely play on the counterattack. Liverpool are probably going to have, I would say, 55 to 60% ball possession. And obviously ball possession doesn't matter, but that's how I see the game mostly going, and Real Madrid playing on the counterattack. But we have seen that this Real Madrid defense isn't the greatest. If you go at it and if you press it like Man City did in the first 15 minutes of the first leg in the semifinals, they were 2-0 up already because their pressing was great and Real Madrid's defense was just asleep. Absolutely asleep. It's like they didn't wake up. It's like all of a sudden they just rose like the Undertaker. So I think Real Madrid's best philosophy in this game is to play on the counterattack. Because Liverpool are going to play the high line. They're going to push both fullbacks ahead. So that's the best way for Real Madrid. And the pressing of Liverpool could really give Real Madrid problems. Exactly. I mean, Hans, look what Man City did. They absolutely pressed them to heck in that first leg, and it was super effective. Second leg, okay, they didn't do it as much, but I think it could be really effective for Liverpool. But also, Hans, you have to think, do they have the legs to do it anymore? Liverpool have looked really fatigued and leggy in the last couple of weeks. They really do. I watched every Liverpool game. They don't look like the high-intensity side they usually are. And my God, that Wolves game, they were just playing. Literally, they had all-out attack FIFA style and just had the button stuck there. They must have had some super glue or something because they could not literally get out of all-out attack. Does it help that Liverpool is the favorite to win? They have more to lose than Madrid. That's a great point as well, Albert. I think Liverpool have much more to lose in this final than Real Madrid. This is a rebuild from Real Madrid. If they win, it's even more of a smack in the face of Mbappe, who will probably be in the crowd. They're in a rebuild, and they win the Champions League. I think for Liverpool, this is everything. Look, for me, I could care less about FA Cup, League Cup. Cool. We won it. Awesome. I absolutely love it. I love winning trophies. Give me the creme de la creme. Give me everything. Give me everything. If I want a Big Mac meal, I don't want just a Big Mac. Give me the fries and the Coke. Maybe a McFlurry on the side. I want everything. Obviously, losing the Premier League, it was never in our hands. It is what it is. We need this Champions League. We need, because this side is too good not to win this Champions League. And they need to do it for their legacy. They need to. They absolutely need to. Advice asking what our injury status. So basically, Alaba, he's going to be fit for the game. He was a little bit of a doubt, but I think he's going to play. And then Fabinho and Thiago. That's pretty much it. And then obviously Origi as well. We got a lot of comments. Big up to you guys. Big up to you guys. It's so 50-50. It is really. Why are you worried about the final? You will beat them easily. We're not, Ashal. I don't understand how people can say Liverpool are going to beat them easily. Even if it's 2-0 up, I'm not even going to be confident. I'm not going to be confident. I'll be confident once that final whistle goes. But even if it's 2-0 with 10 minutes to go, I'm not going to say it's game over. I'm not. Best case scenario, Benzema, Casemiro. Nah, man, don't wish for injuries, man. That's the worst thing possible. Madrid's defense should be petrified of Liverpool and vice versa, but the first case is more true. And even if either team score first, literally, guys, I think we're going to get a high-scoring game. I think this is going to be a high score. I just cannot see either team keeping a clean sheet. Both teams don't look the greatest defensively recently. Okay, Real Madrid have gone better. Liverpool's defense is not good at the moment. I mean, look, play the defensive high line. Players look fatigued. There's not been Virgil van Dijk in the last 2 games, but still, it hasn't been the greatest. Big up to Beat On. My point of focus is how often can Vinicius get advantage of Trent's attacking position. There's where I think most of Real Madrid's attack is going to be focused. 100%. We're probably going to see on a freaking pie chart later afterwards. 75% of Real Madrid's attacks, all down the left wing. All down the left wing. That's probably what we're mostly going to see in this game, because Vinicius is just the output, especially when counterattacking. They get it to him or they get it to Benzema, because Valverde is probably going to drop deep and defend. So what are your 2 options? Either down the middle or the left wing. And especially with Vinicius Jr.'s pace, and if Trent's going to push all the way forward, take advantage of that if you're Real Madrid. You have to. They didn't have Casemiro. Exactly. And you should not give Real Madrid hope. If you're giving them only a glimpse of hope, it could get really ugly for you, especially PSG and City. Oh, look, bro. Hans, trust me. It needs to be 2-0. It needs to be, even if it's 2-0 after the first half, I'm not confident. Once it gets to 3-0, all right, then we can talk. And vice versa for Real Madrid. Even if they're 2-0 up, I don't think their defense can hold that, especially if Liverpool come with constant crosses and constant wave of attacks. How do you think Real Madrid's defense is going to hold up? So it's going to be really fascinating, man. I think we're in for one of the craziest Champions League finals we have seen in a long time. Big up to Abdallah. He says, in my opinion, I think Liverpool will lose the UCL final. Hey, man, everybody's got their own opinion. They were playing Kroos as CDM. Give me the fries. Exactly, man. Fabinho and Thiago aren't fully match fit to perform at higher standards. And Abdallah, I said, I don't think Thiago's going to play. And I wouldn't even risk it. I wouldn't. I think Fabinho is going to start. And I think he's going to, well, let's see if he plays a full 90. If I even see Milner and Henderson tomorrow, we've lost. There's no way. No way. Big Mac meal, that's a good one, Mike. Hey, man, I haven't had one in a long time. Big up to Eddie's Football Waffle. Real Madrid's UCL heritage will be too strong, Michael. Sorry, even if you guys are 3-0 up with stoppage time, Real Madrid will come back. Even in stoppage time, Eddie, really? Mo Salah is in awful form. Abdallah, I've talked about this. The guy he doesn't look like the same Salah since the AFCON loss. I really do think those losses with Egypt just really got to him mentally. And he's played a lot of games, but so have a lot of the other Liverpool players. Look at Sadio Mane. He's played the same amount of games. The guy looks fantastic. I've said this already. Salah, he needs to have a big game. Otherwise, people are going to absolutely ridicule him and criticize him tomorrow if he doesn't show up. You want to talk about getting a big contract? You better perform like a big player. So this is the moment, Salah. This is the moment. If Trent and Salah play, game over for Liverpool, in my opinion. Unpopular opinion, nah, bro. Abdallah, now you're just crazy talk. Now you're just crazy talk. Adam Aziz says 3-2 Liverpool win. Liverpool are mentally and physically fatigued. I wouldn't say mentally because this side is very strong mentally. Physically, I think they are. But this is just one last push. There's just the one last game to win. Oh man, I mean, Real Madrid have been they're easy, man. They've been chilling on the beach. Carlos smoking his cigars. He's loving life. People don't realize. Big up to Ivar Pettersson. People don't realize if Vinny don't track back, Trent is going to have a field day. Exactly, man. And you know Vinny's not going to defend. I did not see him defend at all against Man City. Maybe in the first half, because that first half wasn't the greatest. So Vinny doesn't track back. And you're going to allow Trent to get all forward. And then it's important, Fabinho, if he plays, and Henderson to cover that right side, especially that right side. Long ball switches sides from Modric to Vinny when Liverpool's compressed on an attacking position. That's going to happen a lot. Oh, my God. You know it's going to happen, Bidon. You can see Toni Kroos going from right to left. You can see Modric going from right to left with their passes. And then also, if the play is mostly going to be down the left wing for Real Madrid, you know Henderson's going to have to cover the right side. That's going to leave Modric wide open. And if you give Modric a chance to shoot, he will shoot. And we know his shooting technique is sublime, and he can score from any position, basically. Even in the 90th minute, they can level it early. Man, thank God that's not happening. I celebrated and thinking about the quarterfinals as soon as PSG scored against Madrid in the second leg. Oh, God. Man City versus Real was the last time I'm going to doubt Madrid because they've proven they can come back at any minute of the game. Exactly, man. I don't care what the scoreline is. Until the final whistle is blown, I'll celebrate. I think it depends on how conservative Ancelotti wants to be. Yeah, if Vinny goes up a lot, Trent is free to go up, but you can force him into a defensive position. Now, the thing is, what's Klopp's strategy? Does he want to push Trent all the way forward and just leave that side completely exposed? Because we know Valverde is going to track back. There's no worry about that. So it's really interesting to see. That's why I'm so fascinated by the Vinny and Trent battle. Man, Trent, you better be on your day. If we start the Brexit midfield, we are done. Fully agree, man. I do not want to see a tea and biscuits sort of midfield. Otherwise, we are done out here. I hope Karius has a front row seat for this game, man. He's turning into a bodybuilder. Hello, Michael. This guy, Eddie. Oh, big up, Eddie. Big up, Eddie. In front of Cole. You'll never walk alone. Big up, big up. This chat is bumping. I'm hyped. Man. Tomorrow, I am not doing a watch long, by the way, people. I'm going to go watch the game with my friends. There is no way in heck I am doing a watch on for this game. No way in heck. Unpopular opinion, Mo Salah's Liverpool career is over. Okay, Abdallah. You're a funny guy, man. You're a funny guy. Big up to Abdallah. It's not over. But he's got to, oh my God, man, he's got to perform. It's just got to perform. His career is on a little bit on a knife edge, right? If he puts in a great performance, wow. If he loses this and puts in a disaster class, we got to completely see a mentality switch from him. Because as much as I love Salah, he talks a lot. He talks a lot. So let's see what happens. But his career is far from over at Liverpool, unless he wants big money. Why do I have an urge that Trent will score a free kick? Well, I can't remember the last time it happens. This sounds more like you talk both teams while you put Diaz left wing and Valverde right wing. Okay, bro, you clearly don't know who's going to play left wing for Liverpool, Diaz, and who's going to play right wing for Real Madrid, Valverde. I don't know what you want about. I don't know what you're on about, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Trent is good, but he really has high percentage of attempts. When it goes bad, he sometimes spams the cross button and the AK Bruno at right back. I mean, that is true, Eddie. But if you looked at his performance in the FA Cup final, I thought he was pretty fantastic. I thought he was pretty good. So I just need that same sort of defensive performance from him. But literally, sometimes when it's crosses, especially to the back post, he just has a mental lapse, and he just doesn't read if there's an opponent behind him or anything like that. So let's see what happens. Hope you have a good time with your friends, regardless of the result. Let's see, Eddie. I don't know, man. I'll probably do a live reaction. Don't worry about it. Mo Salah should move on, and Liverpool will be fine without him. Hey, man, that's going to be discussion if he does leave. And maybe it was a mistake selling Wijnaldum. No, it wasn't. And he left on a free, by the way, Albert. The guy's getting paid 300-something thousand a week. 300,000 a week at PSG to sit on the bench. Even Gini said that he regrets the move. Even Gini said he regrets the move badly. So, what's your prediction for the game? What's your prediction for the game, people? 62 of you in the building, 32 likes. Let's get the like count up. Obviously, I'm going to be biased, but, I still think Liverpool win this game. It ain't going to be no blowout. It ain't going to be anything like that. This is a 50-50 final. And who cares who scores the first goal in this game? Who cares? Because both teams can come back. Both teams don't look the greatest defensively. Both teams can score. I think Real Madrid are going to control the midfield, especially with Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro. So it's important that Naby Keita has a big game. We know his pressing is really good. He can read the game very well. His passing needs to be on point tomorrow. I just don't think Thiago's going to play. That's just my opinion. If I have to give you a scoreline, I don't really want to give a prediction for this game. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think we're going to get a classic. I really do. It's not going to be a 1-0 or hesitant like that. I think it's going to be 3-2 Liverpool. Now, is it 90 minutes or 120 minutes? I don't know, but I think 3-2 Liverpool. I think so. I think we're going to get Sadio Mane's possibly last game. Possibly last game. Hans, man, don't let Bayern take Sadio Mane, bro. Don't. Hey, man, good, Sebastian. We need Salah to brew a magic potion which puts him back to his form at the start. Bro, man, I don't know if he visited some doctor in Cameroon or what, Adam, but, man, they put a spell on him, and he needs to reverse that spell badly. Nicola says 2-1 Liverpool. Albert is saying 3-3 penalties, and then he's going for Madrid to win. Yep. Feel like next year he gets a full preseason and no AFCON in the middle of the season. I think he will be amazing next season. Also important, Iver, he's not going to the World Cup, so he's going to be completely fresh in the mind, fresh physically to play the whole season. So there's no distractions because the AFCON next season will be in the summer, 2023. 5-3 for Liverpool. Kirsty, man, if we get 5-3, holy cow, Madrid to win. Yep. Big up to Eddie. 3-2 Madrid. Want to bet, Michael? How much you want to bet, Eddie? How much you want to bet? So are you saying Madrid to win and I get Liverpool to win? Let's see. And what I mean, okay, gotcha, Sebastian. So yeah, 3-2 Liverpool's my prediction. I'm not confident in it whatsoever, but this is the big one, guys. I'll take Champions League over Premier League any day. Any day. I know everybody has their own opinion on that, but for me, growing up, never really watching the Premier League, only being able to watch the Champions League on a weekday, it was special. It was a national TV. I was able to watch the game starting so late here. Man, this is everything. Also, the UEFA Super Cup being played here in Finland, a chance to see my team finally play live in person. This is one of the biggest Champions League finals we have seen for quite a while. I hate it when it's an all Spanish, a whole Bundesliga. Give me two teams from two different leagues. That's what makes the Champions League special. It's not about the same teams from the same leagues. Give me a variety. I want a little bit of paella mixed in with a little bit of fish and chips. I want that. Give me sangria mixed in with Newcastle Pale Ale or something like that. That's what I want. I don't want fish and chips and mushy peas or paella and sangria. I need a mixture of everything. So that is what we're going to get tomorrow. Finley Davis says 3 Liverpool. I'm going 2-3 Liverpool in extra time. Hey, you got to bet, Eddie. You got to bet, bro. You got to bet. This guy low. Oh, my God. I don't think Eddie would even buy a Maguire shirt. Eddie would never, ever put that jersey on, and I will never, ever put that jersey on. Harry Maguire. Never. Never, ever. The Champions League is the best football competition in the world after the World Cup. Factos, Nicola. Factos. Of course I do. Ashal, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed Diaz, Mane, Salah. There's no doubt about that. That's what the front three is nowadays for Liverpool, and there's nothing's going to change it. And never, exactly, Eddie. I am never, and you are never, ever going to put a Harry Maguire jersey on. Who wants to put a fridge on their back? I don't want to. So that's pretty much everything for me, people. Tomorrow's just big. This is everything. We've had some dull finals. We've seen a lot of 0-0s. We've seen some 1-0s. Europa League final was pretty good in my opinion. I thought it was pretty good football, but tomorrow's special. Tomorrow's special. In Paris, which I think is the home of football nowadays. Look at the amount of talent that's coming from Paris. Look at the players. 2 historic clubs in European football. The occasion. What's at stake. The legacy for some people. If Benzema wins, he's going to have one of the all-time greatest Champions League campaigns we have ever seen. Ever seen. So, I mean, look, I have respect for Real Madrid. Look at the journey they've had. Being League One champions, beating defending Champions League champions, defeating the Premier League champions. You can say Liverpool's road to the final was pretty easy, but we had the hardest group in the group stage. You can say what you want. We won all those games. So I think we got the 2 best teams in the Champions League this season in the final. And it should be an absolutely epic game. It should be an absolutely epic game. I cannot wait for it. Cannot wait. So yeah, that is my final thoughts, people. Big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody. 3-2, close game, Liverpool win. Adam, I pray. I just pray, man. That's all we can do. Just have to, you know what I don't want? I don't want any player getting injured for the first 20 minutes. I want to see the best players on the field for 60 minutes more. That's what I want to see. Because it's a shame then if we got to talk about, oh, this player got injured and that could have changed the game and this sort of stuff. We need to see the best players. That's what we need to do. So, big up to everybody. It's been a fantastic stream. Remember to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Now, am I going to do a live reaction immediately after the game? No, there could be an hour after the match. Let's see, but I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to wait. Stay tuned for AFCON qualifiers prediction video. That's probably going to come out tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, next week is the Nations League and World Cup qualifiers. There might be a watch along for Ukraine versus Scotland next week. So hopefully you guys all tune in for that. And further ado, man, just enjoy the game tomorrow. If you're neutral, enjoy it. If you're a Real Madrid fan, good luck to you. If you're a Liverpool fan, boy, oh boy, man. Boy, oh boy. If this is Sadio Mane's last game, I cannot let that happen. Oh, Bayern, do not take it, please. But hey, if it is what it is, it is what it is. But anyways, people, have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Big up to Eddie. Big up to Adam. Big up to Nicolas, Sebastian, Abdullah, Ashal, Balkan Warrior, Albert, of course, as always. Christy, Iver, okay. Big shout out to you all. Big shout out to you all. Bit of fun stream. Will there be a Finland versus Bosnia watch along? I'm sure we love the I'm gonna go to the game actually, Christy. I'm going to the Finland Bosnia game, and well, of course, we all love them. We all love them. So, and Albert, there will be. Well, is it Australia or is it UAE? But there will be a watch along, Albert. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And Starboy Alan, thank you for tuning in. He says Liverpool 3. I'm not going to say that because they're not that. Real Madrid 1. That'll be awesome. If karma hits them and we win 3-1 after 2018, it'll be nice. It'll be nice. And of course, one makes mistakes, but I highly doubt it. But big up to you all. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. It's time to enjoy, get a good night's rest, and enjoy the Champions League final. Adios, everybody. Stay safe in this crazy